Welcome back! In part 1 and 2, I took you with me across Denali Highway and the Taylor Highway, aptly named Top of the World Highway. Under smoke-filled skies, I mingled with bikers in Dawson City for the Dusk to Dawson events, and I rode through breathtaking landscapes. My 2,000-mile solo riding adventure started at my home in Talkeetna and got me all the way to Dawson City. From there I continued to Whitehorse and then to Skagway. I took a ferry to Haines and traveled on to camp at Chilkat Pass. In this episode, I ride back up north to Tok and then all the way back home to Talkeetna. What an incredible trip this has already been. I pointed my DR north towards Tok, Alaska, a 320-mile ride. I passed the bicyclists who had camped across from me the night before. I passed Haines Junction and was back on the Elkin, the Alaska-Canada Highway. As I crossed into the flats by Kluane Lake, the wind was getting stronger, and I had to lean sideways to keep my DR straight. In these curves, you often see dull sheep right on the road, but not this time. The increasing winds made me a bit tired, so I made a stop at a campground right by Kluane Lake. This lake is huge. It's the largest lake contained entirely within Yukon at approximately 158 square miles and 50 miles in length. I had bought myself a hot lunch in Haines Junction, which had kept surprisingly warm in my saddlebag. And for a moment, sheltered by the surrounding trees, the sun's warmth won against the bite of the wind. With a full belly and recharged energy, I continued my ride towards the Alaska border. This area is called Destruction Bay, and boy, travelers have stories to tell about this stretch of road. Frost heaves and potholes and miles of road construction. Clouds were starting to chase me, or maybe I was chasing them. Eventually, I was riding for 60 miles in heavy rains through many more construction zones, now muddy and mucky and slippery. And for some reason, I didn't film any of it. It got so dark at some point that it didn't seem like summer. And when I arrived in Tok, 320 miles from where I had started in the morning, my gloves were soaked and I was cold. So yesterday, the rain eventually caught up with me. For about 80 miles I was in the rain, and luckily I was able to put my rain suit on pretty soon after the rain started. Nonetheless, I did get a little bit soaked and it was cold, and so I decided I'm going to treat myself to a motel room. Simple accommodations, but a hot shower and apparently a free breakfast in the morning. So I'm going to do that right now and get ready for the day. Yeah, once in a while, riding on a motorbike, even though I love camping, if you get this soaking wet, then I guess it does make sense to, dry your clothes off. So it's all right. Onward. The next day it was time for the last stretch, the journey home. I had planned to break up the almost 390 miles back home to Talkeetna, but the day had other plans. As I approached Delta Junction, a strange pull started to develop. I don't know what it is, but I've observed this every time I travel. The way home is quicker. Family, my kids, they're like a magnet. And after 10 days away from home, my mind started to occupy itself with the tasks that would await me. Building a schoolie for and with my daughter, welcoming guests to my Airbnb cabin, teaching my son how to drive a car, making firewood. For a moment longer, I've wrestled with these thoughts, and then I gave in. It would be good to be home. When drivers behind me start to get antsy, I usually just go to the side. That way I have the road to myself. Around Eureka, I saw a big wildfire. This was the area where I had originally planned to stay for the last night of this trip. But, as I said earlier, the day had other plans. I let the magnet that is my little family pull me home. I made a stop at the Matanuska Glacier viewpoint. This glacier, like all others, is disappearing. When I first moved to Alaska, the toe of the glacier reached much further into the valley. Today, Matanuska Glacier is still about 27 miles long and 4 miles wide. It's the largest glacier accessible by car. This stretch of road is really fun. Lots and lots of curves. And the views down into the valley and the wild Matanuska River were stunning. As I traveled the last 4 miles on the gravel road that leads to my home, I noticed how much my riding had improved. There's still much more to learn, but I felt proud. 2,000 miles, no accident, no tip overs. I did it. What a memorable trip. Camping, riding on gravel roads, past patches of snow, scenery, surprises, quirky places and history, that top of the world feeling, a gathering of friends, time travel with Rosie, lakes, a desert, otherworldly places, a ferry ride, mountain passes and wide valleys. And Ollie, my DR650, the perfect old school bike for me. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll stick around. I have many more trips planned in Alaska and beyond. Let's slow down time and enjoy every moment. Slow down for adventure.